Still on.
We should have a shade on the window.
Put it on the shop.
I'll put it over
It'll be
here
all right when we get in the other room.
because
Adam's my whiz. Of course, his grandma, they started him reading books before he was born. That's Mark's little boy. Well, he's not little, he's, what, 14 maybe?
Oh, yeah. He's pretty sharp, huh?
Computer,
Is that right?
How old is he?
I think about 14. Mm-hmm. Is Adam 14, Mom? I can't remember.
He's a computer whiz. Huh?
Oh, he's taking college courses.
Good, man. For 14.
His mama's and his grandma and his aunt's a school teacher. His other grandma was a school teacher.
is that Coy's boy?
No, Mark's.
Oh, Max boy. Good.
And Diane's a doctor, but she don't have a license. Mark's wife. She said she wouldn't get them because it costs too much and you're too liable for
Yeah.
suits.
Isn't that? But she's like a regular.
Well, no, I think she'd be what would you call them? Counselor for drug addicts, alcoholics, and all that. She's that type of doctor.
Oh.
Yeah, she knows medicines though, cause she, all the medicine. She could probably write a prescription if she
She's
had her
real
life.
smart. She's real sharp too, then.
Well, yeah. The only thing she got sugar diabetes.
Real educated or whatever, right?
Yeah, she's very educated.
Mike is just like Jill. He's real friendly.
Mark never seen a stranger
Never says a stranger.
since he was born. You wouldn't know Mark though. He's smaller than any of them.
He is.
He lost weight.
A lot.
Oh. He did well then, huh? He did good.
Was he working at it?
I think probably because of Diane's diet, he didn't want to cook 2 meals with sugar diabetes. He just eats mostly
eats what he
vegetables. And he doesn't eat much meat anymore.
Do you remember Eunice McBride?
Yep.
She lost weight like that because he had to be on a low-fat diet, and she ate the same thing. And now she's smaller than her daughter, and she was huge.
What is Mark doing now?
Oh, he's still mechanicking on that equipment, all kinds of equipment. He was working for John Deere. What was it? I guess they embezzled a lot of money, and so that guy's on the run.
No.
He doesn't work for the gas company then.
Oh no, he hasn't worked for them for
That's what I was
years.
thinking.
Here comes Preach now.
Well, we get the historians going here in a minute, you and Preach, and we want to find out all of our background.
Well, I can tell you the history of the Cox's Army.
Yeah, that's all I hear is Cox's Army.
Oh, that was, well, I'll wait. I was trying to think of the name.
They weren't related, were they?
What was, that's Grandma McDaniel's one. I was trying to think of his name. His name wasn't Cox, was it? No.
Gerald's children especially have wanted this tape for a long time.
Oh, really?
Josh and Charity.
Where are your children?
Well, one's in Japan.
Oh my goodness.
Josh,
Yeah, he's
Josh
in the
is
Navy.
Oh, is he?
The other's in Lubbock.
Oh, so it's Josh that's in the Navy. Ray, what can I pass you?
Nothing.
Oh, don't you want some
Nothing.
cake? This cake looks good.
Man!
Can you get in for the chairs?
How you doing, Preach?
All right, thank you.
Good.
How you, Margie?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir. More of you to see now.
Did you have lunch? lunch, we got lots of sandwich
Well, I'll
stuff.
eat a bite here.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Well, there you, Bernie, you used to have my plate.
No, sit down right here. I'm just
Well,
finishing.
I'm through.
I'm too.
Oh, okay.
Done with your napkin?
Ray ever heard him?
I was gonna say Ray Bryan, the Charlie Sermons, Charlie Wales.
No,
He done a pretty good job.
Yeah, I thought you did too.
Sit down right here.
Stay right there.
I'll finish, bud.
you met Peggy, I guess, in your preach, you met Peggy?
Yes.
Been a while
Are you
though.
sure?
Son's funeral, I think, would be.
Do you want a dessert, some cake?
No, this is it, but
Oh,
I'm fine.
You could sit down here if you wanted to.
No,
Bernie, let me get you a plate.
No,
If you wanna sit there or here, wherever.
Joe, he's not finished.
Yes, I am.
Finish up.
I sat down in that, behind that seat, and I let all the way over here. Feels good to stand up.
Let's see, did I leave some?
Well, I'll just eat that. I'm not very hungry.
Well,
That's when you eat the most.
I was thinking there was a fork. Let me get you a fork. That's
How
okay,
you
girl.
are?
Here's a fork.
Here it is.
Girl,
Yeah, that's
good
fair.
right now.
Yeah.
I didn't use the fork, I used the knife.
Here's bread, here's turkey.
There's
salami,
mustard.
Well, I have to
Whatever.
eat what I need. I'm not giving you peace.
Well, I can
Very
open.
good.
I
You want
got
some
my new
soup?
teeth on the bridge, so
Yeah.
I'm eating slow.
Yeah, that's what it means.
You want some soup, Bernie? I can
No.
open some.
No, I need.
Well, let me get you a knife so you can get you some mustard.
No.
Here's his knife.
Well, mayonnaise, here's some mayonnaise. What do you want to drink? Do you like soft drinks or you want milk or there's Sprite and there's Dr. Pepper? Okay. If you want a glass of ice, I can.
No.
We're doing everything with the picnic style so we can go take.
Yeah.
Did you understand me? I said picnic style.
Yeah, I heard that.
So we can go make the tapes.
Oh, I thought you said something about making dates.
Yeah.
What kind of dates he gonna make?
They've already made, he just has to
Oh.
fill them up.
I don't think that's something for us to look at.
Yeah, video. And,
This bologna here, I need to get.
And
Do you want some turkey, Bernie?
No, it's,
he's like Ray, and pass up the chicken and the ham and takes.
Well, you get tired of turkey after a while.
Yeah, after about 4 days straight.
Jerry, you can sit in my chair.
Oh, I'm fine. Cave the thing in.
you have gained a little since I saw you, I think, girl.
Shoot, about 70 pounds.
That's
You
the
know?
most I've ever seen him.
Yep. I'm gonna get back to work here in a couple of months and hopefully get some of it on. Yep.
Oh, this washed.
Stop working, buddy.
You didn't know that way when you're playing football, you moved
I
around.
probably could have made some money. Yeah. I was telling Peggy that the other day. That day, I was in high school. I little 165 pounds. Shoot, I need some of this then.
You're just not as fast.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
Smarter though.
Yes.
I go a lot shorter distance.
Turn this
Yeah.
pocket
I'd be
down.
afraid they'd hit me, because they can't miss you.
Yeah.
I asked Coy, I said, you think Coy Lee ever get as big as you?
Boy, now what's the biggest Coy Lee?
Coy's taller than he is.
Is he? Yeah, Jink seemed like he was about the same when he was out here the last time I saw him. He didn't look much different than he was when he was growing up. Maybe a little taller.
No, not too much. Gained a little more weight.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. I've got one over there. I just want to stand like Gerald. I want to stand up for a little bit.
This is working. Isn't
I'll probably be looking for that thing later. I better
Yeah,
leave it alone.
the light is here. I just didn't know where the light was.
What can I put this on?
I don't know, get the movies when you're not even intended.
Yeah, ceiling, floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Get it
window.
all right.
Yeah.
Don't want
Ceiling, floor, base.
Back of heads.
Yeah.
Hit it on those Coke cans
Why
there.
don't you hold it?
Always, we watch ours, I always know we got
Oh.
a back of a head when there's a shiny spot. It's always mine. Well, the roads are clear. Up there where we're at, the roads and everything just stay snow covered from now until the end of April.
I would never drive.
Yeah.
I fall off in the ditch.
There's some cake here if y'all. Or you want some cake?
No, thank you. I can't eat sweet with white sugar.
Oh, is that right?
If it's sweetened with brown sugar, I can eat it.
I don't know what the difference is.
I don't know.
Granulated.
Brown and white.
Brown, white.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad you're here, yeah, you make me feel good.
Refine more, Ray.
No more questions.
What's it do to you? What's it do to her? How's it react?
Brown is,
It
the
makes my
white's
arthritis
refined
hurt.
a lot more
I
than
know,
the
but
brown.
I mean how's it affect you?
Oh, she said their
You know, I can
arthritis
tell every
hurts.
time I eat it.
Oh.
Makes her
Yeah.
arthritis.
Is that right?
That is
That's what
with
she said
white
now, I don't know.
Hmm.
Mine,
sugar. If it's sweetened brown.
I eat every,
It affects me.
does it?
Sometimes I get a real bad headache. I don't have headaches so bad if I don't eat sugar.
Brown, or have you tried
And
brown?
chocolate is especially bad. Some I can eat, but the chocolate you buy has additives. That's why I was wondering why she couldn't.
Why you want that back?
I'm doing fine. It's taken a long time.
It's feeling better though.
At least I ate a little bit now.
Well, that's
Why
good.
do you hold on? Takes me a long time.
I need a lot. That's what I need to do,
Well,
do
have
choppers.
chips in his hand and he needs to go down.
Well, yeah, he'd eat better with can with teeth, I think.
He just swallows it whole. Matt could too, he could eat that old fat stuff. Ooh. And made
Aunt
me
Lou, you remember how she could eat that?
sick
Yeah.
to think about that.
Oh, yeah.
When did you get your teeth?
I've had them
Weak.
week and a half, maybe 2 weeks.
Did they pull your others and put them right in? You're doing good.
Pretty sore, huh?
They was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when Grandpa had that done down there at Carrizosa. Where'd he go, to Juarez or somewhere to have that done?
No, Royce Thompson was down at that dental clinic.
Oh, yeah.
He went to
One
Televersa. I
Oh.
took him.
Well, I remember Grandpa was sitting there at the house and he just had that new set of teeth in there and Dad come along and, well, how you eating? He just, He wouldn't say a whole lot, you know.
Oh, he had a time with him.
Oh, it was sore, yeah.
I took him to Telerosa and Charlotte Ladd went with us. She had to go to the dentist too. We were driving back home. I was driving and Poppy thought I was driving too fast. So all I could do was shake my shoulder and go, mom, 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 mom.
You knew something was.
Trying to say you're driving too fast.
Yeah, I remember he was sore there. He couldn't.
I don't know if I'd go through that or not.
Oh, yeah,
You can't if you want to eat.
Do what I have to do.
I don't
Do
think
anything
I'm
you have to.
Yeah.
I don't even like having to break into the partial.
Oh,
I would have had it broken in, but it stays out as much as in. That's
can.
why
Oh, put his in when you first pulled him.
Who?
Oh,
Oh, he didn't put them
I don't think he did. I think he waited till his nose. He was up a little bit.
in. Thomason pulled them.
Well, it
Yeah,
wasn't him, but
Thomason
you know, he
probably
was at
pulled
that
them, but
clinic
he had got his teeth
Yeah.
in.
So
Yeah.
he had a dentist there with him.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
You know, they fixed a lot of teeth. They
Yeah.
practiced,
Yeah.
didn't charge you anything.
Dennis though got mad at him. I think about it.
I don't know.
Filed a complaint against him.
I don't remember all that.
Hmm.
And I remember Donna, the poor little thing, she was out, and Randy too, he went there. And she sat there holding her mouth open the longest time for
Oh, my
those
goodness.
people to work on it. Randy started crying and Bertha got mad. She told me, but I didn't blame him, he was hurting.
Oh, goodness.
Who was that you was talking about? Somebody talking about last night, went to the dentist, and he said it's not gonna hurt.
Mm.
He said he lied to me.
Jessica was saying the twins.
Oh, yeah.
One of them, they had a dental thing at school and they started doing their teeth. And he said, this isn't going to hurt a little bit. She says, he tricked me.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of them trick me, huh?
Didn't say who was gonna hurt, didn't hurt him.
That's right. Didn't.
Yeah.
I think we took Jay to the dentist. He was ready, and he'd been before. And Dennis said, now, if it gets to hurt, Wayne, hold up your hand. So after Jay held his hand up, and then he just kept going. After it's over, he said, I started kicking.
Yeah.
I don't know which was the worst, the dentist or the toothache I had when Paul took me over to Estancia to about healing.
Oh, my.
Now, that's a torture chamber. I'd rather have the headache, toothaches than what he did to me.
He didn't try to tell me.
No.
That's
Had that foot pedal thing,
Ooh.
that tooth just got, it was smoking. Hurt, man, it hurt. He's grinding, that old, he'd sock that in there and that thing, he'd
Reminded me.
yeah, with a foot pedal, it's turning the zzz, zzz, zzz.
Well, glad you got all enough smoke.
You know, that old man was still over in Albuquerque when we moved back over there. I saw his name in the paper. He died over there.
He pulled my first tooth I ever had pulled by Dennis.
He did. Did he bed dead it?
Might have been hurting so bad I didn't know it did.
Have you got false teeth?
This is a crown across here.
Caps.
We just went to Juarez about a month ago and I got all these.
Oh, you did?
He just got a set at the dentist. And I don't know what they cost because he had insurance, $500 plus insurance. And he had them home and they kept hurting. So he adjusted where they're attached to his teeth. They didn't match his teeth on top of that. They looked white and his teeth looked gray. So it didn't look right. So anyway, it broke off. So he'd have to glue them in. Every time we'd go to eat, he'd have to take them out. Because they'd fall out if he didn't. Eating in the restaurant with Donna and her husband. He took it out and look in his mouth. So I kept asking him if we shouldn't go to Juarez and get some because this dentist was not fixing it now. So we went, well, a friend of mine called on a Monday night and she said how she got her 2 plates and had 19 teeth pulled and they put them right in. And she was back home the same day. She was just real thrilled with her new teeth. So, plus the price was appealing. So that was Monday night. Tuesday morning he called and made the appointment, and Wednesday we were on our way. We came back Halloween, Friday night.
Oh.
I had him give me a checkup. That's how I ended up with this partial.
Oh.
They were giving me a checkup. And I needed 4 crowns. And because I got the last crown down here, my partial wouldn't fit. So they gave me a free partial. Because my partial wouldn't fit.
Well, how neat. They wouldn't do it over here, would they?
No, they wouldn't.
No wonder they go to Mexico. That's what Mark's mother-in-law's going to Mexico. She said they're not as gentle as in New Mexico, but she said the price sure does sound much better. $3,000 difference.
Well, this would cost me $4,800 up here.
Ooh.
Cost $12 down there.
$1,200. The both of us, it was
difference.
less than $2,000 for the both of us.
Well, that's
Yeah,
better.
well,
$150
they
for
mentioned
each
Kurt
crown.
took you over
It was
there.
$600 for me.
That's worth quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's worth quite a bit.
so he
I
got
wouldn't
the
want to go around
partial.
with that.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to go by yourself.
I know,
Yeah,
that's
just
what Teddy
said.
Gray's telling me, you know.
They met us there.
You used to, you have to go over on
Oh,
your
yeah.
own.
Yeah.
You
You
got
could-
back, you lucky.
Got back his lucky.
Yeah, well, that's what Barbara said. They have a parking lot in the US and they have
Yeah.
a bus to come get you and take you over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
pay for your parking and.
Oh my. Well, no wonder these dentists will be a holler.
They're real
They can
accommodating.
talk English too.
Oh, yeah.
That helps too.
I listened to that Dr. Contreras from, I don't know where, from over
I heard about him this weekend.
California.
Dr. Contreras, the dentist?
No, he's a medical
Oh,
doctor.
medical doctor.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. And a lot of people go, it's over by California somewhere. He's on Channel 11.
Hmm.
And he comes over here and sells more of his herbs, I imagine, than he does in Mexico.
Yeah.
When I went over there, it says Opie.
They say that.
That's what they say then. Jack your mouth kind of shut. Opie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get tired, though, after hours.
Well, they don't, when they put you down in that chair.
They stay with
find
you.
out what you want. They stay right there with you.
You know how they work on 3 at a time over here? Put you in a little room and you wait.
Mhm.
Not down there, you stay right with me for an hour.
Well, do they lay you down? I hate those where you have
No.
to lay all the way down.
No,
I get choked,
they don't even.
or I think I do.
You better go down there, it's nice down there.
Mm.
I've got a card in the car if you want it, it's Washington. It's the name of the clinic. In case you ever need any work done, you go there.
Yeah, I will. I'll go down and get Mark to take me to Mexico.
Yeah, you could call down there, it's an 800 number.
It must be the same place they go to, because they do the same.
Oh, there's several different ones.
They probably all do that.
Yeah.
The electric thing, Peggy? We'll get it out in there when we get in there.
You want it in?
The battery's
We
almost
took the
gone.
plane and out.
You want that other battery?
Did you?
We'll be in there in a few minutes.
They were
Is
building.
that your first plane ride? You've been on a plane before?
Oh, no, I've been to California on one.
Did you?
You can get out just
I
like
went to Coy,
okay.
Joyce and Bakersfield one
Oh, you
Thanksgiving.
did?
Would you like to have
They
a
come over
chair?
that ocean. I
No,
thought, oh, I
I'm
hope
fine.
this plane
I was
don't
just
fall
in here
off.
getting my feet warm. My feet were real
Feet get cold.
Yeah. I went in the Navy. My first plane ride was from California to Seattle. I was going to Alaska. And so the plane was coming in to Seattle at night, you know, and all of a sudden red lights was flashing by my window. What's going on? And then I see water there.
Oh, my goodness.
And I thought, oh, we're crashing. And of course, about that time they hit the runway, you know.
That's what I did too, landed in Birmingham, and I thought the plane was on fire. This light just. Mm. That wasn't bad. That old plane we come back on, though, oh my goodness, it was old. And I told the pilot, or those guys, one of them I'd been, thanks for the nice ride. And this other kid said, well, we'll expect you on the next one. I said, no, I don't think so. I had to walk to where they were building the airport there in El Paso.
Where did you fly to in Texas? Where did they meet you?
Houston,
Houston? How far is he from Houston?
100 miles.
100?
Joyce and her son, Dennis, and
Town they live in. What's the name of
Lufkin,
it? Lufkin?
Lufkin, Texas.
Was that where Michael was pastoring?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was.
That's where they make those trucks. You know, those Lufkin trailers, semi-trailer.
Yeah.
he's right on the line of Louisiana and it is.
I think we came through Lufkin.
I'm going to live. I better go in there and see if there's a fire. It may be going out.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm just stiff.
You trip over that. Don't need
Yeah.
that.
Maybe 10 miles.
Get rid of some of these. I'm always tripping.
Got a trailer court, hasn't he, somebody said?
Uh-huh. And he's got a big old house.
Has he?
Yeah, swimming pool in the backyard.
Yeah. Could he swim? Come from New Mexico, and wonder if he could swim.
I guess he
Ah,
could,
man.
I don't know. He was there in the hospital when we got there. I said, well, I thought about taking a swim. He said, why didn't you? I said, I just thought about it.
Yeah. Did they have any children with this wife he has now? Did they have any, him and Annie? Where's the two boys?
They're in Goddard, Kansas.
Goddard.
The youngest one was in, Okinawa when he had his special made. They're supposed to be supported by Zebra. Oh, my. I don't think they were warm.
Coy Lee gets off better than Troy don't hardly get off. He's driving the truck too, but it's there in the tank. They
Oh.
don't go out on the road. Anyhow, he can't get off all the time.
Troy and, what's the other name?
Coy Lee.
Coy Lee and Troy. Yeah, they were real small last time I saw them. In fact, I can't remember what they even looked like.
Well, they don't look like they used to.
None of us do, I don't think.
No, we all change.
Yeah.
Time changes everything.
Yep. Certainly does.
You haven't got any older?
No, but those I can get.
No,
They
you
look the
don't.
same to me because you change so gradually that we have.
Yeah, you see people all the time, but
Yeah,
you
then
don't
you-
notice it. But you're away from them for a year or two, you can tell.
Oh,
the
boy,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yep.
That's when the change comes.
Other little kids, they grow up and they look entirely
difference.
different.
Yeah. I get some of them there pictures made about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Change comes when your eyes
Yeah,
go
you know, that
dim and
they
your
change
ears
that.
go deaf.
Can't see with your glasses, you can't see with them on.
Oh,
you
no,
can't
I'm
do
fine.
anything,
The
but some of
problem's
us are a little bit or something.
I'm taking treatment for my eyes.
Are you?
I'm just watching.
Unless it's him.
Big fat inside,
No, no, that's fine.
depends on what time to shoot.
Herbs,
On the inside.
helping them any?
I think they are.
Yeah.
I never thought of that
Seems
one.
like they are.
Yeah.
Makes you breathe a little bit hard.
Oh, I can see all.
How old are you now?
Real good. But I can't tell what it is.
76.
Yeah. I can still
That's good. Boy, you
see
look
far
good.
off real good, but I can't read without.
Yeah, well, that was done a good one.
Well, I had to
Yeah, I
get
guess so.
magnifying glass to read.
February 4th,
Mhm.
Is it? Well, happy birthday.
It's awful.
tomorrow's your birthday?
See it.
Oh, it's
I was just thinking of the cake Margie brought, that's my birthday cake.
Yeah.
I said, I
We
like
would've
most
put candles
of
in
mine.
that old one.
Oh, you wouldn't hold them.
Still got your clothes on though, haven't you?
But none of that has been whole.
Blue
Yeah.
Kite had hers yesterday.
Yeah, I was thinking of Blue and Milleen too, didn't she?
I didn't know about that.
I think Milleen's is the
Yeah,
20.
maybe.
Oh.
How old is Luke Kite?
She's 84.
You know she's that old.
Yeah.
Jack's nearly 90.
He fell down, did you know?
Yeah, I know. First hand.
Oh, well, he was in the cafe and he said, I might want to ride home with you. He's on crutches. And he said, but I'll let you know. So I never did hear any more. He was going to the doctor. I guess Michael had taken him to town.
I was down there all day yesterday. Their water froze up.
Oh, my.
You can't do nothing. And this froze up again this morning.
Oh, yeah. I hope it thaws out.
Yeah.
I've always had good teeth.
Yeah, you haven't been to a dentist, have you?
Oh, yeah.
Have you?
I've had several back jaw teeth.
Really?
I still got one, two.
You had two pulled, I
Two
think.
of this.
And one just
Oh, I
fell
put my
out.
wisdom teeth.
Just leave it.
Hers
You did?
is easy to pull, but mine's just like daddy's. You can't.
I
big a man.
Oh, about 50 I guess.
How'd you pull
Mine are
them?
like yours.
With my fingers.
Mine are like yours. Took 3
It's
hours.
loose.
What are
She
they?
charged $240, 260 for one
So
too.
you just pulled them out, you,
Yeah.
It was
My
like
teeth
surgery.
was
Took up
so
about 3
close
hours.
together that it was pushed to back, you know, and they got loose.
oh,
Well, that's one thing about it, at least when you have your hips operated on, you don't know what's going on.
pretty good, you can do that.
It took patience. I had to sit there
Well,
and
they
wait,
didn't
wait,
have
wait.
really.
Yeah, and your
Yeah.
mouth gets so sore from opening.
That's where we had to put them, our hand or that's.
I'm used to having my mouth open.
Me too, but not with their fist in it.
Yeah.
John Smith fell out, didn't he?
Well,
Shucks.
Put that other,
Get in
take
there.
that better out from going on, 'cause it's,
I forgot used to say that. So, shuck. Shucks. It's the old time.
Uncle John, he's so funny.
He was a little man.
Bottom bean for me, Jay was about 3 or 4 years ago, 2 or 3. Jay went out there to field work lodge, of course you was asking all kinds of questions. But who lives on that hill over there? Since Jay told me, I think it's Uncle Chuck's.
Here, Gerald.
oh, that's okay.
Slow down.
Go in here.
Yeah, I told Peggy I could bring her that chair.
Yeah, if y'all wanna go in there,
Yeah, it'd be more comfortable.
ask y'all some questions.
I'm gonna put this and don't forget it. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator, but don't
We'll
forget
leave
it.
it here. You
Oh,
guys
no.
said it.
Yeah, no, we don't want to take all stuff back.
Well,
Just come in here.
I hope for you to do that.
They brought
Yeah,
me,
we're, well, we have a home in,
they brought me
halfway
a
between
picture just like
Detroit
the
and
one I
Toronto
had,
Oh,
in
you
Canada.
know.
Yeah.
that-
Okay, we're here at Aura's house, and this is, what is today? December the 27th, 1997, and Gerald and Peggy are here, and they wanted a little insight on our family, so we got Preach here, and we got Aura here, and we just want to ask a few questions, try to find out. Gerald don't know much about our kinfolks.
well, he's lucky.
Well, he don't know that. But I've got a picture here of Frank Sells. And who was he, Aura?
He was Aunt Emmer's husband, Dad's sister's husband.
Okay. Can you get a picture of this here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hold this in front of the camera and try to get a shot of it on this camera. It says that it's in Mexico.
Yeah, that's when he was, after he lost Aunt Emmer, you see,
Oh,
and that's when he was traveling around.
Well, do you think it was Mexico? I think it was just New Mexico.
Well,
Yeah, it was New Mexico, I'm pretty sure.
anyway, it's looks like some mining mules there behind, burros, and he's riding a horse. So, he must have been in the mine. He was a miner, wasn't he?
oh yeah, he was always trying to find gold.
Yeah, he was always hunting them hidden treasures.
Yeah. Did he ever find any, you know?
Well, not that we know of.
Yeah.
They're still in.
Him and Mac
Yeah.
went on a treasure hunt one time.
Did he?
Yeah.
Who is this now? Mac and who?
Frank Sells.
Frank Sells.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you don't need my
He was
picture.
Mac's uncle, Nora.
Where did they go, Bernie?
Well, they went out in the west part of the state somewhere. He had it located somewhere.
Oh,
Uncle Frank did.
well, yeah, he traveled all around. I don't know where.
But he took Mac, because Mac was always interested in finding these here.
Well, I don't
Treasures.
know about that.
They went out there and when they didn't find anything, they come back. Why, Uncle Frank said, if I could have worked and Max could have worked, boy, I said Max wouldn't work if he could. So we'd have found it.
Yeah. Well, like my grandpa Wells, who was his father now? Sam?
No, John. His name was John.
That was grandpa's dad?
Yeah,
No, it
yeah.
was,
My grandpa was John,
Yeah, your grandfather was John.
yeah.
Okay, now who is your dad?
And my dad was Sam.
Sam. Where did he grow up at?
Yeah, mostly in Arkansas, I think.
In Arkansas.
Yeah, he left Texas when he was young and come to Arkansas.
Okay, so then your grandfather lived in Texas and
Yeah,
then moved to Arkansas?
They moved. There was some. Well, Dad was born in, and he went. Then they moved to Arkansas from there.
Wolf City, Texas.
And,
Your dad was born there. Okay, so then they moved to Arkansas. How old was he when he moved to Arkansas?
I don't know.
Younger.
No,
Okay.
I don't know how old he was.
That's you.
But anyhow, Grandpa bought a place in Ione, Arkansas.
Ione.
Ione.
Yeah.
And that's where they, I guess that's where he lived when Dad got married, I think.
Huh.
I don't know, but I think that's where he was.
now this grandpa she's talking about was named John. Call him Grandpa John.
That was your grandfather.
My
Yeah.
great-grandpa.
Your great grandpa.
Yeah.
Your great.
Yeah, great. Yeah, okay. So he was named Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah. See the one they called Uncle Johnny, or
Son always called him that.
called him Uncle
Yeah,
Johnny?
some of them called him Uncle Johnny.
Yeah. And where did he grow up at? Do you know?
Oh,
I mean, he was living in Texas when he had.
You know,
well,
But did he grow up in Texas, or?
when he wrote a little piece, well, he said he was 30 miles over in Missouri from the line of Arkansas, I guess.
Gerald?
As that's where he grew up.
I don't know where he grew up. I didn't know anything about his life.
Oh, you didn't.
Gerald, can you sit there so I can?
When did he die?
20. 23.
23, yeah.
1923.
He's buried where?
At Bowie.
Salona.
Is he?
John. This is
This
Grandpa
Grandpa Johnny.
Johnny. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Grandpa Sam. He's buried there also.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my grandma was buried in Ione, Arkansas.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember Grandpa took me to her grave when Grandpa and I made a trip out there one time. And then, like with Johnny, his wife, where would she be buried?
That's who you talking
Is that who
about.
you're talking about? Johnny's?
Grandpa Johnny's
Oh,
wife. Was she buried there in
Arkansas.
Arkansas?
Well, I know Sam, his
yeah,
wife.
Yeah.
It's her mother.
Yeah, your mother's buried in Arkansas also, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
I was telling them they put on her tombstone, she had done what she could.
Yeah, that Paul had that.
Yeah.
On
And
whose
he put it
tombstone?
on Molly's
Dolly's,
headstone.
his
Yeah, I
mother
know
Dolly.
it's on Granny's out here, White Lake. Huh. Now, did you have any stories or pictures or anything of anyone older than your Grandpa Johnny? Any idea where any of those came from or what their names were?
Nothing on that, what Ray's got, that family picture.
That has Johnny and Sam, but any beyond that, Johnny.
Like Johnny's father. Do you know his name or anything
No,
about it?
I didn't know anything about his. I always thought he was an orphan. I don't know.
Well, I'd heard that. He was an orphan.
He was what now?
Orphan.
An orphan. Oh, really?
No.
Well, that's the first I've heard that. Yeah.
But I didn't know.
Hmm.
He's lived with us ever since I've been big enough to remember.
Who did now?
My grandpa lived with us.
Yeah.
And I never did hear him talk about him much.
You never did know your grandma?
Uh-uh. No.
Did she
Well,
die?
she died way back there, I guess, when Grandpa was pretty small.
She died, if we had Grandpa's old Bible, we'd find out, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know when she died.
Does Mode have that Bible?
Yeah.
That's what Horace said. And
Uh-huh.
all the records are in it?
Who is this now? Mode?
Oh,
Okay.
it's my
That's a cousin
brother.
of ours.
Your
Do you
brother's
know?
daughter.
Yeah, she's my niece.
And where does she live now, do you know?
She lives, in,
Falls
the
Valley.
line of.
Arlington, Texas used to be
Arlington?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where her son lived. They live in another little place there.
pretty close by.
Right, close to Arlington, that's right where we were.
Yeah.
And all these records are in this Bible she has.
Yeah.
And it was Johnny's Bible or Sam's Bible? Johnny's
My
Bible.
grandpa.
Your grandpa's.
He always kept all notes and then,
Hmm.
and he wrote down everything.
So if a person could see that Bible, they'd get a lot of information.
That's right.
He was a JP.
Oh,
And a good one.
Grandpa Johnny was?
Uh,
JP, huh?
Yeah.
and, Sammy's got his table that he always married people over.
Oh,
And he, of course, Sammy's dead now.
is he?
And the table's over there in his old house. There at Salona.
Well,
is that the old Boo's house?
And his kids don't let them live here.
Does anybody live in that house?
I don't think so.
And the old table is in the house.
Or it
May not be
was
anymore.
when we knew it, He had it, Sammy did. And I don't think they've taken anything out of it. They all live. Sally lives in Houston, I think, or did. But I don't know where the other. Jonathan lives in New York, I think. And Davy's dead. So,
Who was Sammy?
Yep. It's a cousin.
Well, I mean, who was his father?
His
John.
dad was my dad.
Okay.
Oldest brother.
His dad was.
John, the oldest one of the family.
we
Yes.
wanted the table, but Sammy kept it. We wanted the Bible too. Mo come and got it.
Yeah. Is Mode, that's the last name or the first name?
That's her first name.
And what's her last name?
She's,
McKinney.
McKinney.
Mode McKinney.
Yeah.
Hmm.
McKinney. Robert McKinney. Him and Mule used to run around together.
Oh, yeah. What is her son's name that lives in Arlington, do you know?
His name's Lynn.
Lynn McKinney?
We could get a copy, take pictures of the Bible on the record pack.
That's interesting.
Well, now, you said Arlington.
Yep.
Is that the way down in South Texas?
Nope.
No.
That's just
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Well, it's
Between Dallas and
Arlington.
Fort
It's
Worth.
This is
Arlington, where they
Harlingen.
live.
It's right on the edge of.
They're way down South Texas.
Oh, they're in South. Well, that's Harlington.
Harlingen.
Harlingen.
Yeah,
Arlington.
Okay, Arlington's
That's
right
where
up there by
John
Fort
was.
Worth.
yeah,
Harlingen is way down in South
Yeah,
Texas.
that's where they are.
And that's where you're talking about.
yeah.
Mo and Robert lived a mile or 2 or 3 or 4 miles, maybe 20 miles from.
I see. So this, okay.
So, you were born in Texas or Arkansas?
I was born in Arkansas. No,
Oh.
not over.
What
in
hospital?
Sam Wells Hospital.
My residence. I showed you the woman that delivered me, didn't I? Grandma Carpenter.
You
I
got a
don't know.
picture of her?
Hi.
Do you have a picture of her?
Uh-huh.
Do you know where it is?
Where's your pictures, Mama? Is that one you lost?
No, it's in the. It's with a group, It's not all
Let
for
us take a
sale.
picture.
Were all the other kids born in Arkansas or Texas? Mule and Horace and Paul was born in Arkansas, wasn't he?
It's all going on.
Was it?
Texas born in Arkansas. Mold was too.
They didn't move to Texas till 1920.
And then,
And you were born in 13, I think. He's the last
Paul came out here in 1919, right, from Arkansas. And then Grandpa moved to Texas.
one. Well, Grandpa came out here first.
Oh, he
He was
did?
going to move out here, but they couldn't live here or something.
He was the first one that came out here?
No, my dad came first.
Yeah.
And,
1919.
yeah. in 11
And what was
days
it that
December.
brought him to New Mexico? What?
Doc Smith.
Doc Smith's wagon or what?
He came on the train to Mountain Air, and Doc Smith met him there.
Willard.
Oh, excuse me, to
Where he got
Willard,
off the
yeah, he
train.
When
told
that
us
first
that
trip, they
history.
was on the train.
Yeah. See, Doc Smith was their old family doctor there in Arkansas.
Oh, I see. And he moved to New Mexico.
Yeah, he left Arkansas because of his health.
Oh, I see.
That's how come Jim to know who's out here. you
I
know.
see.
He's the only one, and he
Yeah.
wrote Doc Smith.
They found the
No,
gold at the
the
ruins,
homestead,
huh?
of course, Doc told him, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doc Smith's quite a promoter. Wherever
He liked it, huh? He liked it out here.
Well, I guess.
It
But
just was lonely one, huh?
he said, Jimmy, this is a land of opportunity.
Yeah.
So he said, here I come.
Oh,
Said
Well,
Beverly
Jimmy was-
Hills, it
He's
was
ready to come.
so he
Ponchos,
got on the train, got off
Beverly
the Willard.
Hills.
Yeah.
And then was he with Granny or was he by himself?
No, he had Granny or my mother and my brother's son. That's the
Yeah.
only one they had. His son was about 2 months old.
And what'd they do?
Well, they went to Doc Smith's. Doc Smith's had a half dugout. Just a big old...
In Mountain Air?
around- No, out right north where I live now.
Oh,
About 7 or 8 miles. Up there close to Round Top.
Yeah, it was a plateau, wasn't it?
Well,
Or was
well,
that
Doc-
later he lived there? He showed me it was a hill that was flat.
it was on a hillside kind of margin where he put his house.
Yeah.
Because he came from Arkansas where everything was rocks and hills, and he found the rockiest and hilliest one he could find out.
built his house. So Grandpa, he went over to his house and then,
Yeah, they stayed with them about 2 weeks before they could find a place. And Doc Smith had a big family. And just this, way I get it, it's just one big room.
Yeah.
They dug down the ground and then built up above it a little bit.
Yeah, just put a roof on a hole in the ground,
Yeah.
basically, or something. So then Grandpa, what did he do? And he found a place to live and start
Yeah.
farming, or what?
Yeah. He looked around there. Of course, it's in December when they came, and it's
Oh.
snowed the way they talk about it like it
I
is
was
now.
going to
Oh,
say
yeah.
it had to be winter because son was born October 1st,
Mhm.
so it had to be the dead of winter.
Yeah, they came into, got off train Willard, I think, 11th day of December, 1919.
Mm-hmm.
That was his first in New Mexico.
They looked around, and he found a place out on East Mesa that he could rent that in the year 1920.
Oh, yeah.
So he-
So was it like some land with it or something? Or?
It was the other person's land, but he managed to buy him a team. His old Red Bill. You know.
It was who?
The horse's name was Red and Bill.
Red and Bill.
Yes.
Uh,
Old Red was a prancer, and old Bill, you couldn't hardly get him to go.
Been quite a team, huh?
Yeah, it was quite a team.
Huh.
But we kept them, he bought them in 1920, and they died over here on this place. Well, I've been service in about 42.
He, going back when he left Arkansas, he had a bale of, he raised a bale of cotton, didn't he?
He tried to.
The stories, I remember him saying that he had a bale of cotton, he sold it for $300. And that's how he got to New Mexico. They took that $300 and got a train ticket. Best I remember him talking.
I'm glad to know that. I didn't know how he got it.
Yeah. That's all, he said they had a little old scraggly piece, I don't know, 2 or 3, 4 acres, and he had got one bale of cotton off of it.
That's similar to our story. You sold a calf for us to come
Yeah.
here on a honeymoon.
But he met Doc Smith, and he said Ma cried for how long, a year?
Off
she
and
didn't
on.
want to leave Arkansas.
Well, I might tell you, if you stuck in one of these dugouts with
With a
sleeping
bunch
on corn shuck mattresses,
I think I'd have been crying till then.
With a bunch of kids, huh?
no room in
Yeah.
another fellow's house.
Yeah, that's
But
not
the,
it.
the Smiths was really good to them. They shared what they had. They didn't have much.
I never will forget, we come, Dad, he wanted to go see Doc, you know,
Yeah.
and me and him and Mama went over there. And they just had a little old chip stove with, a heater.
Yeah.
And it just taken chips to put in it to heat it. And we was sitting there, and they had a big old stump in there where they lived.
It's a rock. Big
Was a
old
rock,
boulder.
yeah.
They couldn't get it out.
So they made a chair out
They just
of it.
built around it.
And Alice was gonna cook some potatoes. She didn't have no knife to peel them with, and Dad, he give her his pocket knife to peel the potatoes with. It was all different to us, and we just thought it was awful.
What year was that now that you came out here?
Uh,
What year was it when you came out here?
1920.
Was that 20, a year after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
28, I think.
Yeah,
You
but
came
when
in-
y'all came to Doc Smith that time, 1920,
Oh, yeah.
I see.
then they went to Texas.
And that was Grady and you and your dad
Uh,
that came on that trip?
And,
my mother.
And your mother? And, yeah.
well, was Charlie with y'all too? I guess he was. He's home.
Yeah, he was.
I think the whole family, they intended to come out here today.
All to live,
Yeah.
yeah.
But after Grandpa come out here and looked it over, he said, I wouldn't give my white hand a pocket knife for the whole outfit.
Stay, huh?
He didn't care for that. So how long did he stay?
Well, I don't think y'all stayed over a week or two, did you?
No, about a week.
Is that right? Just a couple of weeks?
Well, John come too, didn't he?
Well, I don't think he did. See, John was already married.
I know, but I think him and Goldie come.
Well, it might have. I don't know.
Did
So
you
stay a
come
week
by
or two and then
train?
left,
Like
huh?
Yeah,
they
but
come, but they.
some of the other folks from Arkansas, Grandpa's folks, had moved down to Texas then from
Oh.
Arkansas. So,
How were they traveling?
I guess y'all come on the train, didn't
Yeah, we come on the train. But I don't remember, but John Gold must have come after we went back to Texas.
you? I don't know about whether they come at that time or not.
Well, it seemed like they did, I don't know, but anyhow, I know they come once.
So y'all went back to Arkansas and then
No, we
moved to
went back
Texas?
to Bowie, Texas.
To Texas from here, and then you stayed there?
They'd sold out in Arkansas.
Oh, I see. So they
And
couldn't
they-
go back
they
to Arkansas.
Cut
Yeah.
everything loose down
I
there,
see.
so they didn't have much to go back.
Yeah, I see.
And they won't get out of there anyway because a lot of them was sick down there at that time.
Oh, really?
That's one reason my dad wanted to leave there. He's having chills.
Huh.
Things like that.
Was there a flu epidemic or what was it?
And I had chills after coming to Texas, too.
Yeah. Well, it took a while to get that out of your system.
Was it like a illness, or was it the
Well,
weather?
they
or
have a
what?
lot of malaria or something down there.
Some kind
It
of,
wasn't a flu, huh?
No, well, I don't know. It wasn't a flu.
it was a sickness of some kind, though.
Yeah. But they'd have those, they call them chills.
I didn't know that.
Well, it was wet and damp, and they just had wood stoves, I guess, and half the time that old wood would
And they
burn.
didn't have anything to control the mosquitoes with.
So, Grandma Dolly, where'd she die? She's buried in Arkansas, but where'd she die?
She died at on Callaway's house.
In Arkansas. Well, they wasn't living in Arkansas.
No, we was living in Texas.
Yeah.
Callaway and they literally lived back there, and they went back there on a visit. was
She died
sick.
while he was on the visit.
See, when we left here in 25, we went to Hazelwood. And then about Christmas time, Grandpa and Willie Laster come and got us and took us down there. And then we stayed in Texas in 26. And in August of 26, well, we all went to Arkansas. Granny was with us. And she died while we was down there
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
that's wonderful.
on Noah's birthday.
Oh.
7th of August.
Yeah.
So, how did Willie Laster come and get you? What was
He
he
had
on
his
the
own
truck?
Model T truck. We make 10, 15 miles an hour.
Making them in New Mexico all the way to Arkansas. If you
Oh,
think
yeah.
on that, right?
They were
Good
tough
long
people
day
in those
drive.
days.
I might have made it one day, might took two.
Oh,
Well, Well, we left and come back out here in 27 in a Model T, and it took us 5 days
Is that
to
right?
come from Bowie to right over here across.
Is that right? Did Grandpa, during that time that he was gone, did y'all have any property here meantime or not?
Yeah, we still had the homestead.
Still had, he homesteaded here in, meantime,
Well, he
or bought one or something?
he bought the relinquishment, they call it,
Oh,
and he kind of had to, I guess, prove up on it.
so he bought it in 1920 or 21?
21, I think.
Yeah.
See, he farmed up there on East Mason in 20, and in 21, the Smiths had all moved to Grand Gavere.
Oh, yeah.
And he come down here about Thanksgiving and found this place, and we moved down here before I was born.
So there was a house already on the place.
Just a little shack.
Shack, whatever, yeah.
You can call it house if you want to.
And how long did y'all live there before he bought the other or built the other place over here?
Well, we stayed there till 1938
Okay.
and moved back down here.
So when you come back in 1927 from Arkansas, that's where you
but
went.
we moved over here on this Rawson place and stayed over there for 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Farmed it.
That's where I was born.
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
over here.
You kept the homestead, Grandpa did meantime, but you lived over there, and that's
Yeah.
where you were born, over there, yeah, 1928.
He was asking me about a little monument, 1923, wasn't it, when they made that a national monument?
It made a monument in 16, but didn't have anybody there till Doc Smith kind of moved in on it.
We've got those pictures of that day that they raised the flag,
That's 25.
25.
Why did they say 19 and 9, Bernie?
Huh?
At first they said 19 and 9 over here. Or was that when the government bought it?
Well, 1909 when the National Park Service, I think, was established. And then they had all these different monuments that added, put into it.
Mm.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh,
Well, it's 1981 now, probably.
Yeah.
Since it's a Salinas.
It was made a national monument in 16.
Oh, I thought it was 20.
Doc Smith, that's how come him come down here. He never was good at anything else, but he's good at that.
What was he doing?
Well, he got to be the caretaker.
Oh,
He just moved in up there and kind of took over
Oh,
on his
yeah.
own, and then the government hired him,
he's already there, might as well hire him. Huh?
and he watched it.
Yeah.
He started out, I've been told he started out $1 a month.
Yeah, that was, take care of the monument.
Well, he was the first volunteer, probably.
Yeah. He really liked it, and he's wanted to kind of preserve
Yeah, a
what
lot
we've
of
got
it.
now.
It's good. So you lived at the homestead till 30 what?
38.
And then built this other house over here?
Well, he bought this little old ranch here.
Yeah.
About, I think it was 2 sections, and he had a lease section. Just about one section, I guess. When the tire wells on.
Is that where that deep well is? That-
Yeah.
Right there where the house was, and
Yeah.
that well was already there?
Mm-hmm.
There was a house there then?
Yeah, there was the old house that burned. You can still see the ruins of it. It was a rock house.
That's what, y'all were living there when it burned?
Uh-huh.
But was that house there when Grandpa bought the place, or
Yeah.
did he have to build it?
Yeah, it was the old ranch house that was
Yeah.
there. And, he bought it in 38 and the house burned in 42.
Oh, just 4 years up here there.
He'd added on a little kitchen, didn't
Yeah.
he? Or,
Yeah, him and Willie Laster. Willie was the carpenter. Paul was the
the
helper.
honcho.
Whatever needed to be done, huh? Boy. So that burned down and they just built the other house?
Yeah, one that you remember.
Yeah.
Well, no, you don't even remember it.
I remember moving to Carazona.
Yeah, you can remember it down there.
Yeah, I don't remember it up here
It moved down, you was about 2 or 3 years old when they moved it
when
down.
they moved it.
They moved it in 57.
Well, I was 3 years old then.
Did he buy that from Pam's?
He bought it from Fred Shoemaker. Fred Shoemaker probably got it from Pounds.
The house?
That ranch.
Oh, the ranch, yeah.
And had the house and
Well, why did Grandpa, I never did understand why he moved the house to Carazona? He had the ranch, was it not making money, or was it?
He was called to preach down there. He went down to
Oh, he went
preach in
down to open up a
Carazzo.
church.
Yeah, well,
No, he went down to preach.
That's
The
excuse
church
he
was
used.
open. They built a new
But he-
church, but the church
Ma
was
was
there.
getting tired of living over there. The sand was blowing and covering them up.
Oh, yeah.
And then they had a chance to go down there and work in that church. Well, I guess he took it over when he first moved down there, didn't he?
Well, he retired off the school bus then too.
Yeah.
Luke Jones
So-
was pastoring in a little storefront down there.
Mm.
And then Poppy came down and we built the church.
But they moved the house down there instead of building a new house. They just moved the old house down.
Well, it was a
And-
good
and
house.
lived
Why leave it up there
Yeah.
empty?
And that little house right there by it's one I built.
All right.
It's old man I lived in. They moved
In
it down
Carrizosa?
The Wiener.
there. No,
The Wiener.
yeah, it's the Wiener
They
house.
called it.
But the house that was in Carrizosa was moved there also?
Yeah.
2 houses got moved in, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was about 100 yards from where Paul's house
Oh,
was.
yeah.
The horse sold his house to him.
Yeah, Hoss moved his down there too.
In Carrizosa?
Yeah,
And
That's
that
those
was
3 houses?
yeah,
that was
Hold on
what
there.
became the mortuary.
yeah,
That's the one that Cracker and Bertha lived in, was Horse's old house.
Yeah.
yeah.
What is it now? Is it still the mortuary?
It must have been pretty
They
cheap
had
to
a little
move houses.
church in last time you went
It's
there.
that
Oh.
church. So you came to New Mexico in 28? Did you live with Paul and them? You remember that pretty good?
She couldn't forget that.
Tell us something about it.
Remember you very well.
I give you a hard time.
Wash some of your diapers.
Oh, you did? Oh, my goodness.
No Pampers then.
We lived on the Rawson place when she came.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a picture of Jim and horse, I guess. Just clean the hog.
Mm-hmm. Over there on the Rawson place.
Yeah. Had the hog hanging up, you know.
We didn't have anything to hang him on. But he had some kind of a pole that he stuck across the truck bed and tied it down on one end and hung the hog on the other end.
That sounds about right, yeah.
And I think that's probably one if they had to shave him, they couldn't scrape him. They got him too hot, you know.
Oh, yeah.
When you're scraping them, you gotta get them just right so the hair will split.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Get them too hot, the hair sets instead
Yeah.
of slips. Huh?
Don't make
Yeah.
a well.
Keep it going a little bit.
I think they shaved that with a razor.
Really?
Move if it gets too hot.
Took and shaved the hog with a razor when they were putting it in the hog.
That'd get rid of that hair.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
almost up to 30.
And Horse was out here too then?
He stayed, he stayed 1 year, 2 years?
One I did,
I think he stayed 2, right?
maybe so.
I know he stayed in 29. And I thought maybe he stayed in 30. Then he went back to Texas and farmed down in 31. Then him and Odell married in January of 32. And they come back out here in December of 32.
And how long did they stay that time?
Well, he stayed most of the time until 1950, about 18 years.
Oh, really?
Did he homestead that place he was on, Horse? Or did he buy it?
I think he probably took over somebody else's. I'm not sure.
What was that guy's name that, over at White Lake, that, the old place, they call it Program, not Program, but
Parkerman?
he lived there, but there's another one. Gus Homeacre? No.
Well, that was Gus Parkerman.
No, but Paul called that place there that you farmed, the old, I can't think the guy's name.
Herring?
Yeah, Herring, wasn't
Uncle Duke? That's what they called him. I never did know him.
it? I just heard him talk about that land.
Or Hawthorne.
So you homesteaded in 28 on this place here?
No, it's 31.
31. How many acres here?
Well, it's almost 600 is a short section.
Oh, is it? I thought it was a full section.
No, it was a short section. 600
Oh, was it?
and a
Probably.
few acres.
Yeah.
So I thought you could only homestead on 320, the whole section, huh?
They kind of based that on what you had to have enough to make a living on.
Oh.
You couldn't make a living on 320 out here, they didn't think.
Oh, I see.
So they finally raised it to 640, the full section. Because a lot of them only had 320,
Yeah.
but they could get another 320.
I didn't know. I knew it was this same place right here, right? That you homesteaded on?
Yeah.
And this part of the house was built over there, right? The kitchen part?
Yeah.
Is that the first little house that was built? The one that
Well,
you built over on the south side?
Daddy
This
tore it
Yeah, he
down and
tore it
rebuilt
down.
this.
Oh, just used
He
the
tore it
lumber.
completely board by board, took it.
Put it in there.
Well, that's all right.
Put it in there, you know, when we built this house.
Yeah.
So, were you married then or not?
Yeah, I was married in
2.
32.
She wasn't married when she got.
Then
No,
you-
I
that's what I'm
wasn't
saying,
married.
yeah. But then you got married the next year or whatever.
I was telling Gerald last night, the first radio that I could remember is when y'all were living over there in that Max Smelling Joe Lewis fight. I came over and stayed all night with y'all that night, and we was all up around that radio, boy. We was really, Virgil wouldn't turn it on till the last second. With that battery, you know, it didn't last very long.
Yeah.
Still got that radio,
Eddie!
I guess.
Probably the same one.
It's up in the attic. Uh-huh. I wanted to hear Dick Bills, you know, and he'd say, "Oh, you'll run my batteries down."
Big bills.
I'll say. But we just barely got the radio on when the fight was over.
Yeah, I just lasted one part of it.
Yeah, Joe Lewis knocked him
That's
out.
the inning was one inning.
Yeah, one round, huh?
He ended it pretty quick.
Yeah. Max Melling had beaten him before, somewhere in Germany or over here, had whooped Joe Lewis before that. And so then the return fight, Max Melling was going to do the same thing, and he didn't last around, I don't think.
No.
I want to ask too. I was telling Gerald last night about
How old are you?
about my grandpa on my grandma, your mother's side. What was her name?
Williams.
Williams. Horace said that he was in the Civil War, right? Or Paul said, or somebody. And he had an old pistol that, what was it? Oh, Aunt Lulabelle, who was she married?
Bob's?
Boggs.
Callaway. Boggs.
Yeah, I don't know what Ken Calloway Boggs was to us.
Well, he married my mother's sister.
Lulabelle was,
My mother's sister.
oh, okay.
And they had another sister that married another one of the wealthy, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Manny's
Hank
mother.
Trenner.
She was sister to him.
Printer was?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, married Dad's brother.
Yeah. Tom Wells.
Martin Vanny's dad.
Oh.
She was your mother's sister, and she married your father's brother?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she was a sister-in-law and sister.
Paul said they're double brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember they had that little
Get that
store
electric
out there in
thing plugged
Salona.
into the
Printer and
roll the film.
That was John Holloway.
Holloway, yeah. Yeah, John.
Now, Tom died in the same year, or just before Paul was born, I think. Or maybe the same year he was born. In Mount Ida.
Take a real little cartridge, huh?
Horace was saying that one of Calloway's boys had that old pistol that Grandpa Williams had in the Civil War. And anyway, there was he had the pistol if he still has it. had in the Civil War.
Well, was Grandpa Johnny in the Civil War too?
I guess so. He's in some kind of war.
Never did hear much about him. I heard talk about
I didn't hear much about it. Well,
I didn't hear him talk much about it. Of course, I wasn't interested in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to see that old pistol.
I guess he's Captain Ball.
Yeah,
Is
shit
it
would.
Reyes?
Hello. Yeah. Yeah.
Just get that.
Did you get yours?
No,
up there?
that the battery's still good.
Have y'all got a copy of that tape for Paul to give his history?
I think so.
Have you heard it, Gerald?
I don't know which.
This
one
is the Shell Wells
I have one
family.
tape, and it's of
Wells and his family. He was a half brother of of Grandpa Sam. Ray's grandpa, and his immediate family. Can you see them?
says the Shell Wells family. It was a half a brother to.
No, I don't think
Grandpa.
it's in Arkansas.
This is in Texas.
Oh, man, it is.
Yeah,
I haven't-
it's a half a brother to
Grandpa
Grandpa
Sam.
Deal, I think. Yeah.
Sam Wells.
Get in focus.
So
We'll get some history here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's had them.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, this is one, this is Dad's half-brother's family of the Shell Wells.
Yeah.
And that's all of his family.
Who's here, Bill?
Bill and Jeff.
Oh,
Did Gerald come?
No.
You see, ain't Ida raised that boy standing up back there?
Yeah.
It's a Cobbs. One of her brothers died and she taken him and raised him.
Now, is this Ida here you talking about?
She was a Cobbs.
Take them and they come in the
Chilbury
door.
Talk.
We're not over- we're not
Hey!
in Kentville.
Boy, you're just in time. We're
Interrupted?
we've run out of history. We're
Yeah,
ready
I
to get
told
it.
him I'd interrupt this history, but just as well to get in here, I guess.
You are history.
Hello,
Gerald.
brother. How are you?
Bill.
How you
how
doing?
you doing, Bill?
Hey,
Good
Tom
to see you.
Leader.
Yes, sir.
How are you? Oh, well, what are you doing there?
Yeah, you got that hat on. So.
Yeah, good enough.
Good to see you.
You going back
I
down
remember
there?
them shows. I did down there and get some water. Hadn't had too many of them the
Everybody's
last
water's
few
frozen.
years.
If you want a drink, you do, huh?
These Southerners don't have cold.
Yeah. Well, I'm
This year it's not so
3 days
pretty.
behind.
Oh, yeah?
Well, it's good.
Well, we
It's kind of cold.
We're down there for a
I
little
mean,
bit, I guess.
Yep. Down there, barber's fixing to go
It's,
back.
like we used to say, well, we'll have a good moisture.
There you
Oh,
go.
Gerald was
Yeah.
wanting to get
Yeah.
some background history here.
I know.
He needs some.
I told him he'd probably better off not to have it.
Well, when my kids start asking questions, I don't have any
No, I
answers.
haven't.
So it's time
It's
to.
all been down here.
You'll be just like the guy went to Arkansas here when you
I had
see
four
Ray, you
inches
think more of him
on
than you ever
my
did, don't you?
Yeah.
Getting you out of here when you was a baby.
When I left, yeah, I heard about it.
You know, we ever seen him in Arkansas.
You saw it,
Yeah,
too.
before his daddy and
Yeah,
everything.
we was up there, we
Well,
had pretty
they
much.
got me out of Arkansas when I was a baby.
Thought I was a baby.
I appreciate that more and more.
Yeah.
Your water froze up down there?
Well, no, but I just, yeah, it's froze.
Just right on top.
Foot or two.
Just on top,
Just right
huh?
on top.
Just the first 12 inches.
I was gonna haul some water and it takes a couple hours to fill my tank and I need to get back there and hook it up. And I've seen you, and that's all that it's necessary.
Well, yeah, it's always necessary, huh? It's winter
he's over at his house, I guess.
His house? Yeah.
I don't know really where he's at, but he's around the country somewhere there. Ken went back.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Was he up yesterday? Or?
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess he can get out then.
Yeah.
You live in Colorado now, huh?
Yeah, I just moved up there,
Did you?
this summer.
Do you like it?
But, I do so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. I may not have the same story next year.
Not after the
Yeah,
winter?
the winter just starting now.
Yeah.
huh? Yeah.
It's been nice though.
Yeah, what are you doing up there?
I'm building houses.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
After Arizona, it's a
Yeah. Well,
Different
I
winter.
tried Plum out down over there.
No
You'd
work
be
at all.
surprised how a guy misses rain. And
This rainy country went to driving like that.
I'm telling you. Come from this swamp land over
tropical
there.
country.
Where you live at?
Well, we have a house in St. Thomas, Ontario, in Canada. And then we have an apartment in just north of Detroit, in Pontiac.
Oh, do you?
Yep,
Okay.
just down the street from the Silverdome where the boys play the big ball games.
Did it?
You haven't got that,
Yeah.
man.
Peggy,
Well,
she's going to
not
school.
yet.
Peggy's working. She's putting me in
She's
school.
got a
so
few years on me, maybe.
I'm going to school.
Maybe that
till-
makes a difference, Rick.
Yeah.
You won't learn that, you know.
I tell you,
I'm waiting.
Not get that paper.
I taught them about online teaching.
They just aren't getting it, are they?
No, they're not getting it, so I don't know. Hope it'll last.
Yeah, just keep trying.
Yeah,
Just gotta learn the computer side of electricity.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is that right?
yeah, everything's going to the computers.
It's all computers.
Oh, I did.
Coys.
But
Yeah.
I'm signed up to go through April, and then after that, I'm going
I
back to work
see.
somewhere.
I
So,
see.
And he weighs 200 pounds.
Yeah,
My goodness.
These computers still left me a foot.
yeah, they've left a lot of people afoot.
I still want one, but
guess I know
I want the
that.
challenge.
Yeah. Yeah, you can probably learn it.
I don't
but,
think
I
yeah, okay.
Well, the time
Yeah,
It's
consuming.
sure bad.
I don't know if
Coy,
I
though,
like that
tell you,
part.
I just feel
Yeah.
terrible about that. He's putting that pipeline in over there. He'd come and see me.
Yeah,
Took me out to supper. We had a good little time.
yeah, he told us that.
How far from you does Wendell live?
Oh, just a few miles,
3 miles.
6 miles, I guess, 7 miles,
They adopted a baby.
Oh, did they? Yeah.
What is it, 3 years old?
4,
4 now.
How many
He
kids
was
does
3
Wendell
when he
have?
got him.
2,
2.
boy and girl.
Oh, yeah.
Then you got this little fella.
4 years old.
He don't talk. I don't know, something kind of wrong with him. He gets around. He's in a world of his own.
Yeah.
Don't
he'll
let
snap
nobody
out.
bother him.
Yeah.
One
Got
man
the fresh
told me
air
he
and
didn't
yeah,
walk
he'll-
or talk until he was 5 years old, but he
He'll snap
hadn't
out of it.
stopped since. Maybe he'll be like
Some of those
that.
little ones, you don't know what they've seen and heard and been through.
Quite a bit way too.
Has he?
Okay.
No telling.
I think it last Christmas he come down and
This
seen us.
time.
Yeah.
Visited. He was a little chunky.
Oh, hey,
Yeah, I see his little
Mark,
Cows do anything.
Yeah, Mark, he's not very big now.
Yeah, I think so. It's been a few years.
Yes, I've seen.
I haven't seen Carl in several years.
He's skinnier than ever.
Same as he was.
Yeah, skinny as a rail. He said one
You
came
got any
home
more
me
mine over your way?
that eating's just a habit.
No. Well, it is.
But I
It's a good one.
Some of them, sometimes it's pretty good at it.
You have to have it to live.
I don't like it.
Glad you got him turned
Well,
around.
Bob didn't want to build dinner, see?
Yeah.
So he told them that.
Yeah.
I just prayed to the Lord to stop him somewhere, and I guess he told me to chain off.
I stopped him and he throwed it off. Boy, it's a good deal.
He's fell and hurt himself now.
Has he? He would have. I don't like it.
What?
Well, we've been talking about coming to New Mexico and where we lived over there, Gerald. And, no, I didn't know what you got to add to it. You remember when you was born? Or-
There's a little old adobe shack right here that I built myself. One room.
I'll feel myself.
What doctor was that?
That was quite a trick if people didn't know.
Me all there.
Just me and my mom's always there.
Oh, I see. Poor Paul.
Yeah, he was out trying to make a living.
Well, you ought to remember when Bill was born, do you?
Oh, is that right? What?
You were about 4 years old. Do you remember when Bill was born?
No, I remember when I was born, like, Stevie Russell brought the rest of them over here in a Model T or something.
Huh. Well, that's nice.
You remember what they told you about it, yes?
Anything about it?
Yeah,
Vernon
yeah,
probably
we'll get on so
remembers
y'all
both.
can finish that up.
Good.
Come down if you can.
Well, might run
I
down.
don't really want to see you.
Well, you seen me, so.
Yeah, but she hasn't.
Yeah, well, we can get down there for a few minutes.
Okay. And me and Jeff will go on and get
Yeah.
the thing.
Go get that water thawed out. I might want to use a potty when I get down there.
Well, you may have to line up. Get in line early.
You can brush that snow off. The doors are coming off the hinges.
You
I
might
saw a
hit it
picture
fast.
of one of your outhouses is equipped with a telephone. So I don't know, that's what I need, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a neat one.
Yeah, I saw that in the paper, newspaper, I guess,
Oh,
somewhere. Wasn't it? Where did I see that?
Yeah, we had a picture of it.
It seemed like I saw it. It's either as in the newspaper.
Maybe it was.
Somebody might went by, saw it, Bill, and just put it in the paper, and nobody knew.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's when you had it first put in there. So,
Yeah.
Bill
You have
and
to line
Preach.
up to get to use it over there.
yeah.
Bill and Preach has been pretty popular. He was in the center of the New
I saw that too.
Mexico.
Where's the hubbub? I saw that. Yeah.
We probably sent it to you.
Where's the hubbub? Or something like
There
that.
did find it.
Yeah, find it.
Bill and Carolyn
Yeah.
got on the front page of the New Mexico Cattleman, or what was it? Something selling feed for his cattle. And,
Is that right?
yeah.
Well, the hat like
One's
that,
gonna have
I
profit,
miss.
so, yeah.
I mean, that's not a cowboy looking guy right there. I guess, huh?
I don't know how much they paid him. He never would tell us how much
Yeah.
he get paid for that.
Yeah, they haven't paid yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys come on down there.
Okay, we will. Yeah, we'll be
He
down
did
there.
get cut right on.
You're gonna be there, aren't you?
I'm gonna be there.
We'll see you, Marge.
We'll see down there in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it won't be long, probably.
Don't rush off.
Well, I need to, I guess, so you can tell them I interrupt too much.
You can tell as much as I want.
Yeah, well, I tell a different story.
You tell your story and come to my house, okay? Yeah, we'll tell them.
The book down out of conscience, really.
Oh, yeah.
Well, mine's,
Anyway, we'll see y'all got
Okay.
there.
We'll try to get down there for a few
You come
minutes.
down
We'll be down there.
Well, I'm gonna check some wells and get on back home. Wes was gonna check them, but he wrote down.
That's the old man, yeah.
And then I was in a little while, Jack and Ray.
Bill never did go to
Bill
service.
never did go to service. And the girls, they married kinda young.
How old were they when they got married?
Let's see, Stubb was about 17, I guess. Lonnie was only 16.
Yeah.
Nora was, she was 18.
So when you got back from the service, you came back here. Son, did he stay in Seattle or what he do?
Well, he was living in Denver when he went in service.
Oh,
And after he got out of service, so that's when he went to Seattle.
I see.
He lived in L.A. a little while.
Yeah, I think he did. He kept looking for schools, and he liked that one in Seattle better.
That picture that I had last night was me and him.
Oh.
He was in L.A.
What kind of school was he looking for?
Oh, just college. You know, the
College.
government was paying for it.
Oh, I see.
I forgot what- Did he take some kind of
Yeah.
electric?
No, what do you call it? Drawing,
Drafting.
drafting.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's where he got the job with the
Power company out there. He was a drafter for them or something.
Yeah.
So he stayed in Seattle. And
Yeah,
when you got out of service, you came back here.
yeah,
You've been here the whole time, haven't you?
yeah. And Bill, me, I guess, was the only two that stayed right here close to the old
Yeah.
home place.
Cracker, he ended up in Idaho.
Yeah, Well, he grew out on that land he's giving away.
For the servicemen, or
Well, I don't know
Was
if
that
it's
a-
all together for servicemen or not.
what kind of deal was that?
But it's just a drawing.
A lottery
But,
type thing?
Yeah.
Hmm.
They just throw your name up. I think what it was.
Oh, really?
He
That's pretty
he
good.
got 160 or 80 acres
Is that right?
and done pretty good.
Was that a giveaway thing, or did he have to
Yeah.
pay for it?
Yeah. All you had to do was kind of like homesteading here.
Just show up and there it is?
Just live on it and
Yeah.
stay there a certain length of time.
Good heavens.
Where was that, man?
Too bad they don't have those programs anymore, huh?
Well, I don't think they even land there.
I guess not, not like that. Well,
He had one of the best farms up there, I guess, from what he said.
He must have been the best farmer.
Yeah, I think.
He's just a natural farmer.
He
can
could do
grow
that.
stuff and not intend to.
is that?
Really, because even down in Roswell, he raised the best tomatoes and chili and
Oh, that guy can grow anything.
Is that right? He told me one time if he'd get the water, he'd grow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he set records on his production.
Is that right?
Yeah,
And sugar beets too. I
I
think.
think so.
Hmm.
All those old
Raised his
farmers.
beans every summer.
Yeah.
Has a garden down there, you know, in
Yeah.
the water.
Yeah. But he farmed here when 46, didn't he? When did he?
They
Oh,
come
not
back
46.
to about 46, didn't you, Sarah?
When was it? He was farming over there.
Henry's place?
Yeah. Was it Henry's?
And he was farmed it in 49, I think.
Okay, yeah. That's after he come back.
Well, didn't him and Bertha live up in Horse's house and farm in the 50s, was it? Or
Yeah, they stayed here. They left here in 54. And I think they lived there most of the time. And they might have lived up there in the Maxwell house.
oh,
He was in Idaho for a number of years then, because he came back to Carrizoles in the 60s, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, I wasn't very old.
Yeah, he's a pretty good farmer, I guess.
Rex was born in Idaho, wasn't he? I think he was.
Might have been.
Then they moved from there to Carasoso,
Yeah, I think so.
and they lived in that house of horses down there. They had moved it to Carasoso, and they lived in Carasoso.
And they lived in Alamogordo
Yeah.
Right.
for a while.
She got on with the telephone company,
Bill,
and they transferred.
Bill, he stayed here on the work the place then.
Yeah.
I remember when some of my first memories were in that house he lived at, going down that little dirt road, right? That house, you know what I'm talking about?
Maxwell house.
I guess, is that what it is? Yeah.
Before he built this newer.
Yep, where he lived before he built this new house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where Mac, he homesteaded or got that place
Oh, I
from the
didn't know that.
homestead.
Used to have like the 4th of July reunion type thing. They'd always play a baseball game out front there. I remember that.
Yeah.
Ken and I, he was a year older than I am. We'd always go back there. I remember him pulling on Bill's boots or somebody's boots. They come way up to here on him.
Yeah.
And he sliding. He picked his,
Yeah.
scuffing around there. Yeah. Yeah. That big barn, there's a big barn there beside that house. I
Yeah,
remember
never
that.
was finished. It just
Yeah.
shell put up there.
Yeah, but it was real big, Sure.
That old barn still standing?
I guess I can't get up there to that house. And all the roads are washed out.
Well, they are.
Or you can kind of go around through the pasture. Find
That
your way
old
to
lumber brings a price now. That barnyard lumber. Getting bear grass, man, is worth lots of money.
Yeah, if we can just get some of these old trees.
cactus, Bernie.
Yeah, if they ever start selling dirt, you're gonna do good, real good, huh?
But it's not gonna happen soon enough. for us.
Yeah, you run out of time, huh? Yeah. Huh.
That old barn is one Arch built. With the lumber.
It is.
Yeah.
That's so blah.
Arch?
Yeah.
Remember the barn.
Over there, you know where he lived?
Yeah,
With his dugout.
yeah,
But you see, he was a World War I veteran, and
yeah.
in they got their,
Oh,
what do they call it, bonuses
Bonus.
in 1936. And he's the only guy in the country that had any money. Built him a barn and spent the rest of it on church, I think. $600 was a lot of money.
I remember when he got that money. I didn't know he built a barn.
Yeah, and they moved it up there again
Oh.
and tore it down. When Mac got the land back.
You talking about dugout? Arch lived in a dugout right over the hill here too.
No, did it? Arch LeBlanc. Yeah, I got to know him pretty good. I was going to church with him at Highland there, Assembly there in Albuquerque when I got out of school.
Yeah,
Him and Boyce Garrison.
Yeah,
You know Don and Carol Bates then?
Yep.
They're going to our church now.
Yep.
They're,
I get
Yeah,
down on
musicians.
one base. Is that the one that works at the fire company or not? Is that
Oh, where he worked.
There was a Bates that I worked at New Mexico Public Service with in Albuquerque. His mother lived in Mountain Air.
Yeah.
Remember
That's
Crandall.
Crandall Bates?
was she the one that married Archie?
Yeah, he died.
He
Just a year or
did.
two ago.
He did.
Cancer.
Oh, he did.
About a year or so ago.
He was a lineman there,
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Crandall Bates, and I worked
Well,
with him
were you
there. Yeah.
close to that house that burned in Rio Rancho
Yeah.
last night?
but he wasn't in kin to these
No,
other
I
Bates
didn't
you're
know.
talking
I
about.
don't
Oh, he
know.
wasn't.
Yeah,
Oh, I
well,
see.
Burnt?
so these
That's
people had
not-
run
he's
to
the
the
only Bates
store
that
and they
I
had a
knew
wood
back
stove
then.
and it burned their house
It's
down. They had one
Don
more payment on it.
E.K. Bates.
It didn't say if they had insurance or
And
not.
Arch
Surely
knew
they
that.
did.
Arch
though.
was his step.
Oh,
Daddy.
no, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know about that.
Yeah.
Arch
I
was-
I
knew.
guess not.
Yeah.
He married.
So it must have been
I like
further,
when Higgins
because it's a
said,
big
"American
city out
mother."
there.
His mother.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I
Yeah.
Brother Bill said it didn't last long after Brother Mill passed.
No, he didn't.
What was that?
Brother Van said, you know he died.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, I was talking about old man Haygood. You know, he's trying to get Orville on this WPA when that old lady up there in town, she was cranky old man, yeah. He's up there trying, she's the one that had to make the application to. And he said, I want to get Orville on this WPA out there. He said, well, who's Orville? I said, Orville Wolf. This is my stepson. I married his mother.
Oh,
Does he
boy.
know him?
What?
Well, they think we're newcomers in Mountain Air now, don't they, Bernie?
Oh, I think so.
We got so many new agers and hippies and painters.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Where'd you
artists.
guys
living
get in,
there.
huh?
Yeah, supposed to be artist, I guess.
They even have a nudist colony, but I bet they got their clothes on now.
It'd be a little rough out there today.
Clothes on today, huh?
I don't know. One girl went skiing in a pair of shorts. I had on long johns and then the pants.
Oh
She
my
had on
goodness.
shorts. And when she was sitting down, she couldn't sit on the snow, so she's trying to pull a tree branch to sit on.
Just, oh no. Look like that at hell, Lava.
Well, you got any more questions?
No, that's good. That's good. I'm gonna try to find when I go back to Texas. If we do go back down there, that person with that Bible, I'd like to find that person. But, Lynn McKinney,
I think Horsey could have got it, but I don't want to see if anybody else has it.
Mode McKinney. I don't want to. I
Well,
just
they
want to look
don't
at it.
need it. They
I
just
just
need
want
to
the
take a
names and
picture of
stuff.
the
That's all I
I'll
record.
let you do that.
If all I want to get is the information. Yeah, that's all I need. 'Cause I
Do
just,
you have their address, Aura?
Who's?
Mode
Got
McKinney's.
our phone number.
there,
Yeah.
Well, why
I
don't,
might take that with me.
why don't we get it and maybe
Copy,
we
they
can
can
write it
fax
and see if we could
Unless they
get a look-
changed it anyway.
get a look at it or something.
Yeah.
Or,
They could
There
get
was
a
a
copy
lot of
made.
that
Yeah, make a copy of
Box
that.
where I got my,
Take a
could take a
photocopy
picture
of
with
it.
a video.
She won't do it, and I'm like,
I've
why
got
don't you mind
modes
if you
right
pay
here.
enough money?
have you got her address?
I bought a book preach of the Wells
Let
family
me
history.
write it down for
Okay.
you.
For the United
Yes, where
States.
they live.
Yeah.
It cost, I don't know, what was it, $35, $40?
Bonita,
I mean,
Texas.
most of the Wells is
Bonita?
no crackers in there.
Bonita.
Well,
I
yeah.
think you're in there.
That's what they
Yeah.
pronounce it.
It's about this thick, and it has like 3,500 wells,
Yeah.
or 5,000, I don't know, several thousand wells in there. It talks about the first wells that came over from England.
Yeah.
If we go down there, she'd let
you know,
me have it.
goes on from there, but, I
Well,
was trying to,
I wish we'd like to see it
like
at
Sam
least.
Wells, Johnny Wells, and then I didn't know if anyone knew who his father
She
would
brought
be.
it up
Yeah.
to
You know,
us
just
one
to,
time.
She did.
but if he was an orphan
And
or
the
whatever
horse
it was.
was sick and
Well, we don't have
He wasn't at
anything
home.
that we know about. Of course,
Yeah.
if you get a
And,
record
uh,
like that, you might
Yeah.
find some.
Peggy has some software for the computer we're gonna get,
she's
to
telling
trace
Edna
your
about this,
genealogy
and Edna says, I don't know
through
why I can
different
tell her
different types of
this
records.
week, and she
Then
kept-
with this book, it's pretty good.
Says,
It's,
I didn't
they have all
even
kind of,
Yeah.
government records in there and, you know, land records and different
What
things.
they
It
ask
goes way
for
back.
is to give all the names that you do know,
Yeah.
and then it
goes
goes
on.
from there.
It'd be a lot of
Probably where
information.
you
They
originated
don't
from.
tie them together anywhere, I don't guess, does it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yep,
it does?
the computer automatically does all that.
Well, yeah.
because
Oh,
it
yeah.
works with the internet.
With
Which
this, this internet service they have now, it's, you can get any kind of information you want over this internet. It's something else. So,
That should be there when we get there, I hope.
you know,
That's how they're gonna know everything about us.
well, they already know everything
Yeah.
they want to know, so.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it's the truth.
That is the truth.
A lot of people hope it ain't the truth. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know-
some of it's not the truth.
I
My
know,
credit record, there were 3 Marjorie Wellses on it. Marjorie J. Wells, Marjorie Joan Wells, and Marjorie Wells. And the other 2 are other people, the places I'd never had any credit.
Yeah.
well, that happens, but I know when we signed on to the internet, and I put in, you have to always put in a credit card number, so I put in our credit card number, and that address at the apartment, and it came back and it says not acceptable address, because that wasn't my mailing address for the credit card.
card.
Right,
That's where we
that's-
were
But it
living.
knew that
Oh,
just
thanks,
by,
Sheila.
you
I
know,
put Lynn's down. I
And
don't
when
think
we
had
put
it,
our
but that's
address
just,
in Canada on there, then it came back and accepted it.
well, close
And
by.
post
I
office.
Yeah,
guess.
those computers, you can do anything in the world with those things. You can-
I thought if you can get mowed, well, they could get him.
Yeah.
His wife's German
Anyway.
Mexican.
Thanks for letting us come over.
German,
Oh,
She
thanks,
was
thank you for letting us come
Born
over.
in German,
We're
gonna
Wells
get
is
going,
down in
okay?
Mexico.
looking for
It's
you.
a
Lynn.
colony
Yeah,
down there,
well.
a German.
I'm not hard to find now.
No, they
Yeah,
can spot
so-
you pretty fast.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that's good.
You know,
so-
Glenn, he's teaching at the university down there at Lost Creek.
Oh, he is? Good
Yeah.
heavens.
Teaching electronics.
Pretty good. I still like pretty good, except for the winters.
Do you want to tell who these people are, Ray?
Well, the gray skies all the time. There's no sunshine in the wintertime up there.
That's
Get
Bill.
on the floor with it. Well, you got your glasses on.
Bill is on the left.
Get down there,
Joyce Talley.
You keep getting in front of the
Eddie
lens.
Petrus, me, J.C. Wade, Houghton, Corrine, Laureen, and I think that's Joanne.
You're gonna get dizzy looking at this thing. We used to be good friends when we were in Carrizozo a long time ago.
That's all, Marge.
I think you can see it now. That's Bill on the left, Jane, Roy Montgomery, and I don't know who the fella is. And that's Joyce Talley hanging on Ray. And that's Wade. What Wade did you say it was?
He said, well, she ain't hanging on me now.
And that's one of the Robinsons. Ray, help me. What
Put the
Robinson?
pictures up.
Corinne Robinson.
No, not that
And that's Al.
Done that.
Yeah.
And who's the other one?
Yeah.
Joanne Robinson.
Joanne Robinson. Who's that guy over there near you? Between you and Roy
Petrus.
Oh, yes. Excuse me. That's Eddie Petrus. You got the whole crew now. That's in 19...
Around here, huh?
What? 19 what?
Well, I'm not.
Hal was here.
By,
This is before March.
48.
Well, I kind of give to you.
1940-something?
48,
How
I
much
think.
land do you have now?
Okay.
Well, I got 4 seconds.
That's
I'm
good.
ready uptown.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think it was later than 48 because Bill looks older than that.
No, that was
How many
48.
cows can you run on a?
So, but it's a ways back there.
maintained